Hi there. On the 18th of April, Mars is going to form a conjunction with Saturn. So they're both sitting in Aries. So when Mars is in Aries, it is the most determined placement of the zodiac. When Mars sits in Aries, it's all about me energy. Your needs, your beliefs, your ideas, your leadership, your everything is paramount. It's the most important thing in your life. And so it's a time where we're very driven by our own needs and our own desires. And that's Mars in Aries. When Saturn's in Aries, he's sort of saying, well, yes, Aries is about taking action, getting things done, stepping up and being independent and all that. But then there needs to be a plan. There needs to be a structure. There needs to be solid foundations to base this on so that you can be successful in all the ventures that you make and when you take that action. But you've got to think into it first because acting without thought is usually not always the best action. We need to do a bit of due diligence and a bit of thinking about things before we act into them, before we, act into them. And so when these two come together, they sort of contradict each other, but they can actually be really good for each other in the sense that Saturn can give you the structure that you need to get your greatest dreams and ideals and take action on things from a space that is it's defined and it's going to have a purpose and it's going to have resilience and it's going to have tenacity rather than just I feel like doing this so I'm going to do it immediately right now, which is Mars and Aries. However, what we've got to be super aware of with this conjunction is that your actions have consequences. And this is where Saturn jumps in. He's going to say to you, whatever you're going to do with that Mars energy, wherever you want to go off and achieve something and jump up and down and step up or whatever you want to do, that's fine. You're going to go ahead and do that, but be very aware that there will be consequences for your actions. So whatever's coming up for you, whatever you're feeling like you want to fight for, what you want to stand up for, what you want to do for yourself, just give it some good thought first. Don't just go flying off on a tangent because what will happen is you cause trouble, you can stir up things that don't need to be stirred up, and then you end up having to spend weeks, months, whatever, fixing all the drama that you created at this time. Because this is what it's going to be about, a lot of drama. So be aware globally that a lot of stuff will fire up at this time as well. I mean, as we know, it's pretty bad out there now, but it's almost like it's got to reach its peak and then from there we move forward with the new beginnings with that whole Aryan energy of creating a whole new way forward. But for now we've got to get past that volatility, that aggression, that need to be right. We can't all be right, we can't all be leaders, and it can't all be about you. But there's times when it is about you, and there's times where it is your turn to stand up, but it's just about knowing where and when to use your energy for the highest good of all concerned, and when there's going to be consequences for bad behavior. So just be aware of your actions, be aware of your triggers, and what, perhaps even thinking now about things that automatically can set you off or get you angry, and try and avoid those situations as much as possible. So good luck with this transit, and I'll be back to talk to you again soon. Bye.